Hi everybody, I hope you're well. In today's video I'm going to show you how I use speedlight to create a fake sunset to create this photograph. So let's crack on. So I'm with my amazing model friend Demi today. We've just finished doing a 10-minute challenge video in this daffodil patch. We wanted to do more shots with the sun, but as you might be able to see, the sun, although I do have a little bit of a sunset just there, it's behind trees and it's not very good. We're not going to get much direct light. As you can see, in this area with the daffodils, there is literally no direct light here now at all, which is obviously a bit of a shame because I would have liked to have done a shoot with the sunset, but we just don't have it. And that's the way that it is often, especially if you're shooting weddings in the UK. Even if you get, if you're outside with your bride and groom at sunset, we sometimes get a cloud coming across or something like that. But it doesn't matter if you're using off-camera flash, because we can use off-camera flash and MagMod modifiers to recreate the effect of a setting sun, and that's what I want to show you in this video. So let's start off just by having a speed light on a light stand. This is a Godox V860 speed light. I'm going to set this to speed light B. I always have B. This is going to go behind Demi, so B for behind. It's easy for me to remember. And on top of that, I'm now going to put on one of the new MagMod gels. This is a half CTO gel, which is basically going to mean that the light that's coming out of the speed light is going to be nice and warm to mimic the sun. So let's put that on there. And I'm also going to add on a MagSphere as well, just to recreate the effect of the sun a bit better. It's going to just make the light less harsh. And this I'm going to position behind Demi. So let's put this over here. One thing that I like to do is try and position this speed light where the sun, the real sun, actually is. That's just going to mean everything's going to look that little bit more natural. So let's put it here for now. For my trigger, I'm using the Godox X2T, which I love because not only is it very easy to use, you can use high-speed sync, you can change the flash power from here, you can change the zoom of the flash from here, but it also means that I can have a camera or another speed light on the X2T trigger, as I have done here. I've got my little Osmo action camera on the top, but you could have a on-camera flash on the X2T if you wanted to. Let's just see what we get at the moment. Now I don't want to use high-speed sync because there's no need. So I'm going to go put my shutter at 200, my ISO I'm going to put at 100, and I'd like to, because this is a portrait, I like to shoot wide open. So I should have said I'm on my Sony 85mm f1.8 lens, so I'm going to shoot this at 1.8. Let's just check first of all that the flash is triggering, which it is. The flash at the moment is on an 8th power. Let's just see what that gives us. Yeah, one thing I need to do, I'm just going to take a shot and show you why I'm going to need to change this, is that the speed light, as you can see there, is higher than the real sun. So I'm going to go and lower the speed light position. I also put it a bit further back as well. Let's put it about here. So again, I've got a little test shot just to show you. You can see the speed light and there the sun is just behind it. So there's no front light on Demi at the moment. Let's just take a shot here. These aren't going to be counting properly yet. Yeah, really nice, beautiful Demi. Now ironically, the sun is just about to go down over the horizon, so we're not going to see the real sun in these shots at all. What that is going to allow me to do is actually move up my speed light that's behind Demi, up and out of the frame, because I'm personally not a fan of having a really bright highlight in the shot, which this light is at the moment. So I'm now going to position that up and higher than Demi so that I'm just going to get a bit of the flare coming in the top of the composition rather than it being directly in it. Now I wouldn't do that if the sun was still in the shot, but as the sun is just about to dip below the horizon, I can do that and it will still look realistic. So let's just go and move this speed light and put it a bit higher up. So what I'm now going to try and do is compose this shot so that the sun is, or the fake light rather, the fake sun, is just peeking down from the top of the composition. So even though we have got that sun, it will disappear in a second. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, really nice. Now the only issue with these shots at the moment is we don't have a front light on Demi. So Demi obviously is in shadow. It still looks really lovely, I think, but it's just we do need the light on Demi. So let's do that. And if we're going to do this, I'm going to do it properly, I think. I'm going to use the MagBox Pro 42. The MagBox Pro 42 is obviously large as a softbox, but it gives incredible light, and the reason for that is that the light source is large, and the larger the softbox, the larger the light source, the softer the light will be, which for portraits, especially of a bride, is normally what we're looking for. You don't really want really harsh light, you want nice soft light where the shadows diffuse into the highlights, just a nice graduated difference between highlight and shadow, and that's what a large light source like the MagBox Pro 42 will do for you. Also, I love this because it's just so quick to put on. So let's just open this up. This just goes onto here. Oh, you may have spotted my deliberate mistake. We've already got a mag ring on, so I don't need that. Put that on there. Perfect. I'd like this to be as close to demi as I can get it without it interfering too much into the shot. The reason being is that, again, just as the larger the light source, the softer the light. The closer the light source, the softer the light as well. So I want this to be positioned really close to demi. What I would think about doing, if I had access to a tripod, which I don't this evening, would actually be to shoot this on a tripod and then take away the softbox in one of the shots with the camera still on a tripod, so I could composite the shot together. I could still sort of do that by going back and forth. It won't be perfect, but I might be able to get away with it. So let's just see what this gives us. Sorry, I should have realised that we need to change the channel. So this is going to now be speedlight A. Speedlight B, as it stands, is on a 1/4 power. That's the speedlight that's behind demi, and speedlight A, which is the MagBox, is on, at the moment, I'm going to guess this, I'm going to guess lower. I'm going to guess at 132 power. Let's just see what this gives us. So again, just a quick test shot. My white balance at the moment is on 7,000 Kelvin. Beautiful, that's really nice. I really like where we're going to go with this shot. So I'm going to drop the power of speedlight B to an 1/8. I'm going to turn down the front light, the MagBox, to 1/28 power, which is the lowest power setting. See what this gives us. Sorry. It's alright, don't worry. Beautiful, demi. Really good. Now if I wanted to, I could go into high speed sync. Let's just do that. I'm going to put my shutter speed to 800th of a second. And now, because of that, I'm going to lose a lot of speed light power, because once you go into this high speed sync, you actually lose a lot of power from your speed light. So I'm going to put the MagBox up to a 1/16 and the flash behind to a 1/2 power. Let's just see what this gives us. So we're now high speed sync. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, demi. I actually really like this. I'm going to stay in high speed sync, I think. 3, 2, 1. Gorgeous. Really lovely. I'm going to turn it up, so B goes up to full power now. Really good. Gorgeous, demi. Now again, what you want to really all see on this video, hopefully you can, is that the sun is completely gone now, and it's actually pretty dark. What I'm now going to do is just move the light even closer to demi, because that's where it's going to give us the absolute best quality of light. We'll actually just put the daffodils down, if that's okay, demi, and just actually wrap that veil around you as if you're cold almost. So the light now, as you can see, the MagBox is really close to demi, but this is going to give us beautiful light. Now, because of inverse square law, I'm going to have to turn the flash power down to 132. Beautiful. Yeah, that's gorgeous, demi. It's going to go to F2 as well, to take the sting out of that flash power. Beautiful. If I can keep you there, demi, just literally the same. I'm going to just move that. Yeah, exactly as you are, just nice and still. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go to now f2.8. Let's turn up the MagBox to 1/16. Really lovely. I'm going to do one other quick thing here. I'm going to turn off this camera, and I'm going to put a 3rd speed light on this one, just to light up the foreground, which at the moment there's nothing there. So I'm going to put another AD200. This is going to be speedlight C, and what I'm going to do with this one is light up the foreground, which at the moment doesn't have anything in it on the left hand side of the frame, but it will do when I pick up a daffodil. So let's just pick up one that's already on the floor. Now I'm going to position C so that when I hold this daffodil up, it's going to hit it. So let's just turn C on. It's only known to be on a low power, so it's on 1/28. Got to put the camera up a little bit higher so that I've not got B in the frame. So it's just remembering, flashlight B in the background should be on a bigger light stand, so it's up and out of the shot, but it isn't. So I'm just going to try and make sure that I remember to do that as I'm taking these shots. Yeah. And I also want to make sure that this is in the frame. Oh, that's good. You're nailing these, demi. Absolutely stunning, these. You can see the quality of the light that this MagBox produces, and again, the reason it produces light is you can see it's a large light source. if we use a smaller softbox, it wouldn't be quite as soft, the light. So for the last ones, Demi, and I'm so pleased what we've got, can I ask you just to sit down in these daffodils, if that's okay, please? Yeah, I don't think it'll work with this, unfortunately. Demi just said we could do some lying down ones. If you've not seen the video that we just made 10 minutes ago, I'll link to it up here, but this is the shot that Demi's referring to. She would just lay down in the daffodils, it looked amazing. So again, same principle applies. I'm trying to keep this really close to Demi, because if this was like 20 yards away, 20 foot back, it just would lose its effectiveness in terms of being a soft light source. So we want it to stay nice and close. And what I'll eventually do, I think, is light up the foreground. Well, let's just see what we get as it is. So again, not going to change any other settings. Speed like B is now definitely going to be out of the frame. Okay, 3, 2, 1, Demi. That's good, beautiful. Now speed like B is a bit too high now because I'm not getting much effect from it. So I'm going to bring it maybe even a bit closer and certainly a little bit lower. Because Demi sat down, I can afford this to be lower in the shot, obviously. Going to turn speed like C off for now, but we'll use that in a second. So just to recap, flash B, the flash at the back is on full power, and the MagBox, which is flash A, is on 1/16 power. Beautiful, Demi, that's good there. Stunning, really, really nice. We just can't see much of flash B. It means it needs to be even lower, I think. Yeah, just need to go and move flash B even lower. Definitely be in the shot now. That's good. Now you can see the flare in the background now. I'm going to turn up the MagBox from 1/16 to an 1/8. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to put it back down to a 16th, but I'm going to just to widen up my aperture. Let's just go to f2.2, and I think we're bang on then. Yeah, really lovely. And for the last shot, I'm going to use flash C to light up the foreground. So again, flash C is doing no other job than just lighting up the area that I'm in. And I'm going to shoot through a daffodil to give me some nice foreground bokeh, and this is going to be lit by flash C, which at the moment is on, I'm going to put on 1/16 power. That's probably going to be too bright, let's just see. I like that. C is a bit too strong, so let's put it down to 1/64. Yeah, good. Beautiful, Demi. Really good. Perfect. Thank you so much, Demi. Now, just for context, ooh, getting attacked. Just for context, I'm going to turn off the off-camera flash now, and let's see what we can get in natural light, just to show you a comparison between what we've got with our fake sun and 3 speed lights compared to just natural light on its own. So let's turn off the trigger. So I'm going to go to wide open f1.8. Now it's very dark, so I'm going to have to lower my shutter speed to go to 200, and I'm going to have to push up my ISO now to 1600. Good. So they're nice, but personally I don't think they have anything over the off-camera flash shots that we've just shot. So here are my favourite shots from this video. Now, as always, if you have any questions, please do let me know in the comments. I know this is a bit more of a technical one than I normally do in terms of the video. What I wanted to demonstrate is just how effective speed lights can be in creating a fake sunset and really warm light when we don't have the real sunset to hand. As I say, oftentimes we don't. So it just goes to show that even if you do lose the light, you've still got options open to you with speed lights, off-camera flash, and MagMod modifiers. A massive thank you to Demi, as always, for being amazing. As I mentioned before, if you have any questions at all about anything I've done in this video, please do let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer everyone. Thank you very much again for watching, and I will see you next time. Amazing. Thank you, Demi. This to show you the extreme length that Demi will go to for these videos. She's got nettle rash all on her arm. Each of these daffodils, pretty as they seem, has nettles all around. So Demi, you're a hero.